Like many trainers, I often deliver leadership training on a range of popular topics. Topics like psychological safety, resilience, growth mindset. I think that everybody knows that there must be some sort of connection between all of these topics, and that probably they all help in their own way towards better functioning teams. But I haven't really seen or read anything in the literature that really explains how they connect together. I've done some deep thinking about it, and I think that there really is a nice way to understand that there is a pathway through these skills which you can build in the right order to get your teams super successful. All right, and I'll share that now. What is step one? I think it all starts with asking questions and listening. I think these are the foundational skills for high-performing teams. Well, why? Well, I think that asking good questions and listening is the gateway to trust. I don't think trust can really develop between people unless those people feel heard. It's a really basic human need to feel heard and to feel connected and to feel seen. And that can't really happen unless the leader in the situation is able to frame and ask good questions and to listen to the answers. So these seem like simple skills, but believe me, there's a lot more to asking good questions and to listening than you might imagine. And the discipline of asking questions that are full of curiosity and free from judgment, it's not as easy as it sounds. And believe me, I should know. I'm a courtroom lawyer by trade, and I absolutely understand how you could ask two questions that sound very similar or worded in a very similar way, but the way you ask them can produce profoundly different results. And as for listening, well, there's a lot of research about how we listen and the different levels of listening and the way cognitively we engage with each other through listening. So asking questions and listening are teachable and they're learnable skills, and they are foundational in that once we've got them, we can then progress towards developing trust within teams. So step two then is to develop that trust. We've begun to build it. We've established the foundational skills of listening and asking questions. But trust itself has characteristics, and there's plenty that we can work on to develop it and to grow it. And there's lots of literature and tools and techniques that have been developed in order to help with that. Once you've gained some trust, you have to hold on to it. And there are many habits and practices that we can monitor and review and self-reflect on to show and to prove that we're better at trust. So what then is the dividend and return on our investment that we get from the time that we put into growing trust? Well, it seems clear to me that the outcome of trust is psychological safety. And psychological safety then is step 3 on our path to high performance. It's built on the trust that we developed through the questioning and the listening. There are preconditions for psychological safety, but having established the preconditions for psychological safety, the next question is how to further it and better it and to foster it. And unsurprisingly, there are a host of ideas and tools and techniques that can help leaders recognize how to develop it and how to recognize threats to it and to help fend them away. We have brilliant minds, and there are so many wonderful ways in which our brain works, but there are some system errors that can occur. And we sometimes call these system errors biases, and many of them are unconscious. An unconscious bias is therefore a topic which organizations would do well to take seriously as part of their commitment to psychological safety. So if we're good at developing psychological safety, we're now very nearly there. We've nearly got our high-performing teams. There are 2 great dividends that we get from establishing psychological safety. With psychological safety, you open the door to productive feedback conversations and unlocking collective intelligence, within your team. And these are the two key results or dividends from having done all the other steps well. If you have collective intelligence and everyone in your team is contributing, then usually everyone in the team is comfortable asking for, receiving, and giving feedback to each other. And this helps teams to grow and to error correct correctly. And it's the error correction piece which really is how we get the development and growth of capability and performance within the team. So in order then to take advantage of the psychological safety, we must be good at giving feedback. It's very easy to give poor quality feedback, which makes people lose confidence and lose trust, and all the efforts that we've done to this point go wasted. So not only then do we need to be good at giving feedback, but also good at the behaviors within things like team meetings that allow everyone to speak and to develop that psychological safety and harness collective intelligence. If we have all of this right, we are really living the dream of growth mindset. We'll see teams which collaborate, work well, and thrive. So therefore, I think we've done it now. We've got, here's our recap. We have questioning and listening, which gives you trust, which gives you psychological safety that gives you productive feedback and collective intelligence, which gives you high performance. And it does seem to me that each step is broadly contingent on the one before, and it's like a chain. Any weakness along the way will break it and lead to the less good performance of your teams.